Sorry. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that was. I made myself laugh there. Jesus Christ. I'm fucking gas. Anyway, so welcome to my movie review on Us. Made in the year of 2019, or came out in fucking 2019, right? Suck me ears. Directed by the one and only Jordan Peele. I do not sound like Richard Pryor doing a white guy impression. Sorry, that's from the movie Keanu, which is a pretty good film. Anyway, so Us is the second directorial movie by Jordan Peele, and we're just gonna get into it. I will review Nope as well. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So basically, what the plot of Us is: got this woman who's a family woman. She's married. She's played by the girl that's in Black Panther. What's the actress's name? Lupita, no, whatever. Right, she's in Black Panther, and her character is married to this man played by Winston Duke, who's also in Black Panther, and they have these two kids. And essentially, they go on this kind of yearly trip every year, and they go to this place during the summer to basically just relax and do things and just be a family and go outside, go fishing, meet up with this other family who this man and woman, one is played by Elizabeth Moss, and did someone say Moss? Sorry, I had to do a IT crowd reference. I don't know. Anyway, so played by Elizabeth Moss, and there's these two fucking bitchy twins. I hate them cunts. Anyway, and essentially they're just going to have fun in the summer. Well, of course, the daughter is a fucking teenager listening to music. The son has this mask on and tries to light this lighter thing up. But essentially, the mother goes there and is not able to really relax. She's really quiet. She's kind of turned in on herself. She seems honestly a little bit depressed as well. She's just acting weird, being overly paranoid when her son kind of wanders off, which, I mean, like, to be fair, you would be paranoid at the beach. And it's basically just freaking the fuck out, is creeped out by different things, and is going around and walking and stuff like that. And essentially, as they're doing family things, they're just being a regular family, joking around with each other, waking up, going to bed, kissing, blah blah blah. She's comforting her son. Her son ends up locking himself in the door. She's trying to help him out. Trying to connect with her daughter, and they're in the car and they sing "I Got 5 on It." Na, 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 which is a fucking great song, by the way. And Winston Duke is just a very happy guy and kind of wants to have sex with his wife, but she's not in the mood. She is not comfortable in this place because she has a past with this place. So essentially, at the beginning of the movie, she is at the carnival with her parents. She wanders off, she gets lost, she sees something, but we don't see what she sees until another flashback, so she's shocked. Then it turns out that she suffers with PTSD, and we find out that that there's a possibility she has PTSD because she was never the same after that. And essentially, she tells Winston Duke that she went into this room of mirrors when she was a kid, and she saw someone that looked exactly like her, like identical. It's like, I mean, you were in the room of mirrors, no, but this was an actual person because it was moving differently and attacked. And essentially, he's been like, how have you kept? I'm trying to understand. She's like, you don't believe me? He's like, no, I'm trying to understand. It's just, how have you kept this in for so long? And essentially, she is dealing with the PTSD of this because, like, come on, if I saw myself, right, first thing I would do is I'd go, oh my god, you're so fucking sexy. Sorry. I mean, I would. Like, come on, who wouldn't? I'd be like, oh my god, dude, come here. I'll go gay for you. Oh yeah. Right? Come on, like I would anyway. I mean, I'd be freaked out, But I'd be like, Jesus. I'd turn around and I'd knock myself out and go, that is America's ass, get it? Endgame, shut up. Anyway, so basically, she's dealing with that and weird stuff starts to happen. She's doing family things and essentially a family are standing outside. Um, like there's a family outside, like are standing outside their driveway. And because there's a family standing outside their driveway, they're like, what the hell is happening? But they're just staying there, they're not doing anything. They go Winston Duke goes out to try and confront them. But the family are like not having a bar of it. That is the most Irish thing. My girlfriend has me saying that. I never say that. She has me fucking saying that. Oh my god. Love you, sweetie. That was cringe. Oh god. Anyway, basically, they're standing there, and Winston Duke goes out like, yo, what's up? Trying to confront them and all, but they're not moving. They run in towards and they run towards Scissors, and then I believe there's two other people they slash their throats. They run in and they break in and try to attack them, and essentially they try and take over the family, and there are clones of every single one of the family members. And then they're like, oh my god, and all that. And then essentially they take the family members hostage. And then the main girl goes, what? Fucking hell. Once upon a time there was a girl. Fucking hell. Jesus, I'm not doing that again, for fuck's sake. There's a. So she's telling the story about what happened and all that. And then they're just there taking hostage for a while. They're crying and weird shit kind of begins to happen. So Winston Duke, when he tries to talk, the guy goes, ah! And he's like, all right, and all that. Then the little kid goes over and his face is all fucked up. They go in the wardrobe and he's just kind of lighting his thing. He opens his mask and you see that his face is all burnt and shit. The daughter runs away and she ends up running after him, and then this scene kind of goes on for a while. It's like this really intense kind of back and forth cutting between the two of them, and then she ends up attacking her essentially, and then Winston Duke ends up running off and he nearly gets killed by the other Winston Duke, and then he runs off outside and he gets attacked on the boat, and there's a whole scene where they're fighting, and then eventually he ends up killing his other version of himself. The daughter gets attacked and she runs away and runs after, and then she jumps on a car, kills a random neighbour, and you're like, oh fuck. Tries to attack her, drives up, then you got the little kid runs away and locks the other kid in there, and then the other daughter comes in and is like, that's your one, and she runs away. And it's a scene that goes on for a while where they're trapped in the house and they're kind of there, and then for a good chunk they're running away from these people and they drive, and then they go to Elizabeth Moss's house, the villains. So then there's clones of their characters, and they're doing shit. Twins end up killing the other twins, while Good Vibrations by the Beastie Boys, by the Beach Boys is playing. I'm taking up good vibration. Great song, by the way. The guy gets killed. Elizabeth Moss gets her throat slit, and then goes, Ophelia, call the police. Sure, playing Fuck the Police by NWA and all that. I fucking love that, by the way. But they come in, essentially they go in, the family come in, they see her, the family, but then they realise that they're clones, then they're trying to attack them. So then we get another scene where one of them gets tied up, it's the daughter, the mother, and she's like being all fucking weird, and the daughter pretty much goes up, they kill one of the twins, the son goes up as well, they kill both the twins, and then Winston Duke comes in, I believe he tries to kill the fucking father, and then the mother kills Elizabeth Moss, and then they kill her again, and all that. So then they're kind of just figuring out, okay, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, what the hell's gonna happen? What do we do? We then learn on the news that this is now a new pandemic epidemic. We all know about pandemics where there's a lot of random people that look like each other that are just randomly going up and killing people. I'm like, what do we do? We gotta go. It's like, oh, we can't go anywhere. Nothing's happening. Okay, then what we do? We fight. It's like we gotta leave. It's like they're everywhere. It's like, then why don't we just do some Home Alone stuff? I love that line, by the way. Um, so they're all basically fucked. Um, so they try and escape, and then the other versions are starting to come after them and drive, and one gets stabbed, and they're basically stopping and they're driving all day until we do get to the finale where we're doing something, and then they go there, they fight off the villains. She ends up fighting herself off. In a very long finale, we get the whole backstory. She ends up killing herself, not like stabbing or whatever, killing herself, saving her son. Her son gets taken, or whatever. They go back, they drive off, and then as we're in the car, there's a massive plot twist in the end of the movie, which honestly I did not see coming, and I thought was fucking brilliantly done. Uh, is there's like this part where we actually get the full on flashback, and we find out that the one that we thought was the evil clone is actually the original version, and the girl we thought was the main character suffering with the PTSD was the imposter. So she obviously played a lot of Among Us. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I fucking hate that game. Like, why is that game so popular? Anyway, so then the movie ends. So that was, a summary of the movie Us. What do I think of it? I fucking love this movie. This is another great Jordan Peele horror film. And it's another really original horror film that honestly is scary. Jokes aside, if I did see a version of myself, it would be fucking scary. Now I'd fuck it first. I'd be like, come on, let's make out. I'd be like, yeah, I like that, you sexy bastard. I'd be like, yeah, come on. I'm editing. I guarantee this will be on a cringe compilation. I actually don't blame you. Tyrone likes John Jock films, whatever. But where do I begin? First of all, I love that one. It's different from Get Out, but I love the trauma aspect of this film. Like it's a different form of PTSD that she's kind of having. Not even a different form, just like showing that PTSD can be triggered by anything. Even though like you kind of wonder, shit, did she deal with PTSD? Because it's one of those movies that you're like, you question a lot after you watch it. But I love seeing her as an adult, like, oh yeah, come on guys, we're gonna go. She's just there, and Winston Duke, who's just the opposite of her, energetic. He's like, come on, let's go, we're going here, and driving around, and you get these beautiful fucking shots and landscapes, just like in Get Out, of like Sunny Village and just everything around, and just everything, this place and all that. In the car, and like, yeah, that's great, and all that kind of stuff, and like you're ready, excited. It's like, no, why can't we go this way? It's like, I'd like to go this way. It's like, come on, we done this for a while. It's like, yeah, we're playing this. We do it every year. It's like, yeah, it gets boring. It's like, do you ever do anything to listen to music? It's like, no. And she's listening to music, and kid's like, yeah. He's like, take that mask off. He's like, no, I don't want to, and all that. And first of all, the kid's wearing a Jaws t-shirt, and he wears it for the whole film. So I love the references to other horror films, and it's just brilliantly done. It's like, yeah, let's go. And they're having a family discussion, and it's driving, and the shots are great, and they go to the house like, here we are, it's great, let's go. It's like, here we are. It's like, knock knock, who's there? Us. Who? Us. It's like, yeah, he said it. It's like they're just saying like, different jokes, and they're joking around and go, it's like, knock knock, who's there? You who? Oh, you got it, and all that stuff. It's like that kind of stuff, and they're walking around like, here, oh my god, here it is. Like, yeah, let's go. It's like, we're happy, you made it. Yeah, we made it. It's great. Yeah, this is a great place, honey, isn't it? Yeah. So I love the whole like they're just walking around and going around the house and seeing what's up and shit. It's like, yeah, that's amazing and all that. It's like, let's go in your room. And he's like, yeah, I'm in here. Yeah, let's do it. And just the little slower family moments, but they're fun. You get the sense that she's a bit uncomfortable, and then that Winston Duke is more energetic, and of course he's funny. And as I know, in the MCU, he's great as M'Baku, and I can't wait to see both of them actually in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. But this, it was brilliantly done. Like, yeah, let's go, and they're going around the house like, honey, come on, take that mask off. It's like, no, I don't want it. It's fine and all that. It's like, I want to see if I can do my magic trick. It's lighting up, and he's like, come on. And then you have the sibling rivalry. Come on, get out of my room. Come on, let's go. It's like, what else? There's nothing to do here. I'm bored. It's like, well, in the old days, we didn't have the internet, and then they're having dinner. It's like, come on, turn it off. Like, we didn't have the internet in the old days and stuff like that. Do you want to meet the twins? Like, do you want to go out with them? It's like, really? Yeah. And all that. So I enjoy that aspect. And the kid's just looking around, and she's just kind of walking around, like, kind of, yeah, are you happy? He's like, yeah, I am, and all that. And just that kind of aspect, and they're packing up, it's like, yeah, it's great. And it's a great atmosphere and a great setting for a film. Um, and similar to John Carpenter, who Jordan Peele is actually very inspired by, he makes these great original films, and his own cinematography and his own style. And he got the great music at the beginning, you know. Um, but just, you know, it, I do agree with it demands repeated viewing. So I've seen the movie twice now. I watched it 2 years ago, and I watched it recently during my Halloween marathon, and it's like, it's definitely one of them head scratchers, but it's brilliantly done. There's things I picked up on the second time that I didn't the first. But you get those moments like, yeah, let's go, and then you have sweet moments like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm not doing anything. He's like, come on. It's like, why would you say that? I don't like when you joke about that. It's like, oh no, it's okay. I'm sorry. It's like, come on, you're not gonna kiss me? No, you're not gonna kiss me. You're not gonna kiss me. No, yeah, okay, come on. It's like, ew, guys, get a room. It's like, okay, we're going out. Come on, let's go. And I love the sort of like realistic couple thing. Like, you can tell that their chemistry is great. They play the married couple role so fucking well. Um, you know what I mean? Like, they do it so well in the film. There's great fucking chemistry. Um, and like, you believe that they're a married couple. And it's funny because they do have a couple of scenes together in Black Panther, but this is like the first time that, like, this is more. There's more chemistry in this. You know, but you know, you get great shots of the sunny atmosphere, and like, I like the Jaws t-shirt and stuff, and I liked her as a character, like, you know, dealing with shit. And you get these great shots of outside, and they're like on the beach, like, oh my god, hi, look who it is, like, hi, remember us? It's like, yeah. It's like, come on, you go play it. That's when they get to the house, like, oh, it's great, looking great. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Come on, let's go and play with us. Like, yeah, it's like, and then you get these great character bonding moments on the beach, and like, just regular humans, and they're being set up for these great characters. And Elizabeth Moss is like, oh my god, so like the two guys are like, oh, it's great. You could take the boat out. Oh yeah, I did. The boat, I've taken it out. It's fine. It's great. Oh, you got to take it out. It's dandy. Oh yeah, it's amazing. I can't wait to do it. And then you have those two fucking bitches. Like, the girls listen to her music. Like, your brother's really weird and all. And it's like, oh, he's not weird. He's just, you know, he's just different. You know. I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, and he's just there walking around like, don't go off too fast. And it's just, you know, I love those little moments. I love the moments where, like, hey guys, look, you know, when Winston Duke is on the speedboat. So I was like, what are you doing? Are you excited? Why aren't you excited? It's like, it's a speedboat there. I was like, yeah, we can go fishing. Yeah, I'd rather not. Come on, guys, come on, you know. And he's a likable character that's trying to lighten everyone's mood up. And that kind of, I like the foreshadowing, because that speedboat plays a big role later and takes such a sinister twist. And it's really well done. I like that build up and shit. And just a lot of fun scenes like that between all of them. But I like the scene between the mother and Elizabeth Moss. Like, yeah, so how are you? It's great. It's like, yeah. Eartha thing, you okay, girls? Like, yeah, I'm fine. Just tired, stressed. Like, yeah, just enjoy yourself. Look, just notice what I got. I was like, oh, cool, and all that. It's like, yeah, I got plastic surgery. She goes, yeah, she goes, what's up, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm just not much of a talker. You know, same, I get that. I just don't feel like talking sometimes. I'm, you know, not really a people person. Like, oh, that's okay, yeah, it's great. How are the kids? Like, oh, it's fine, yeah, it's great. And then I love when the ball just comes out. Cow! Hey, watch it! Idiot, sorry in their throat. It's like, God! You know, like, you coming over later? It's like, yeah, come on, it'd be great. It's like, yeah. I'm up for that. The kids are great. The girls are doing great. Yeah, and I love the realistic, like as I said, for a fantasy kind of supernatural horror film, or not supernatural, but like something that well, hopefully fucking doesn't happen. Um, well, nowadays anything can fucking happen. I like the realism that the film adds, the realistic flair that the film adds. I don't know why I'm starting to talk like Jack Black. Anyway, but so I love that. And then the kid wanders off, and you get these great shots of the beach and stuff, and you're like, fuck. So I like the little parts where the kid wanders off, and it's like the music building up tension. It's like, oh yeah, it's great. And then he's walking towards this place, and all these kind of symbols of foreshadowing and stuff, and you're kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? Um, and he's just walking, and then she's like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And then like you feel the anxiety as well. Like there's John, I was about to say John Leguizamo, Jordan fucking Peele. He has a great way of like showing that anxiety and that suspense and stuff. It's like, where is he? Oh my god! It's like there he is. Mom is like there he is in the run-ins. Like he couldn't have gotten far. He's like, don't ever wander off again. You're gonna scare me. It's like, I'm sorry, Mom. It's like that's okay and stuff. Um, so that kind of build up, it's like great. It's like it's be okay. We'll see you later. Yeah. So they wander off. It's like that's not funny. That could have happened. It's like okay, yeah. I was like, please don't wander off again. It's like okay, you could leave the light on. It's like yeah, and he's just reading the story. It's like, is that okay, Mom? It's like yeah. It's like my magic trick. Don't be careful with that. And I like the little moments where the kids in the bedroom listen like, Mom, you shouldn't have scared Mom today and all that. It's like okay, I didn't mean to do it. And then he's just playing with his toys and all that, and he opens the door and he puts the the like truck at the door, and it's just these great little moments that foreshadow the shit that's gonna happen later on. That's one of my favorite things about this movie, actually. And the girl's being a little fucking bitch and kicks the fucking thing. The door's like, Mom, Mom. I was like, come on, told you, honey, not to lock the door and all that. And there's just those more build up suspense moments, like, which is great to see Jordan Peele do in modern horror. It's just why this is another great fucking classic horror film. Now, it's not as good as Get Out, but it's still fucking brilliant. So there's that, and then I love the moment where they're walking around and stuff, and it's like, don't do that, Mom. It's like, and then he's kind of trying to do the it's like, oh, I'm trying to see if I can do the thing. He's at the table, like, this is great. We're all great. It's great to be here as a family. It's like, yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. Come on, it's great. It's great to be here as a family. We're gonna do so much together. It's like, I thought you guys loved this place. Like, yeah. And then they're at the dinner table, and it's all that kind of loads of those scenes. And then he's trying to light up the lighter, and he's consistently doing that in the bedroom at night and at the table, and just consistently. But it's like, guys, it's not working. And he's like, puts the mask on. He's like, take the mask off, honey. So I like those little character moments build up. I love the moment when they're all in the car driving. It's like, oh God, what is that? And like, come on, let's go. What's going on here? I don't know. It's crazy, and like just great shots. And like, what is that? And there's been like a crash, like dead people. It's like, oh no, don't look, don't look. It looks like, oh God, and it's just really creepy. And then you get the great moment where they're in the car. It's like, come on, let's put on the radio, and then you get the dun, dun, dun. Oh, I love this song. Come on, you know it. I got five on it. It's like, come on, you know the lyrics. Like, no, no. It's like, come on, sing it. And they're all like, I got five on it. And by the way, great fucking rap songs. Like, like I love the start of it. Do. Oh, classic song. Do. Keep on in running. Right. I got five on it. And it sings it in the way they do it. And great song when they sing it later on. And then they even add it to the soundtrack in like an orchestral thing, which is fucking epic. Now, in the Nope trailer, they actually have the song as well, but it's just the way he does it. It's great, and it plays a big part of the movie, and I just fucking love that. I love that about this fucking film. So driving back and all that. I got five on it. So I enjoyed that, and they go back, and there's that great scene at night where she's kind of walking around, like, my sweetie night, and walks away, and then, you know, the way the movie opens up kind of showing how the movie ends, if that makes sense. Like there's that great shot. It's like, oh, here it is, and it's like in the past, and there's there's all the things that are like holding hands. We're gonna do this on this event, gather around, and then it cuts to this carnival, and it's like, yeah, let's go, come on, It's like, come on, sweetie, let's go. This is great. It's like, yeah. It's like, can we get this, daddy? And she's there. It's like, come on, keep up, sweetie. And it's just this great uh, cold opening scene, and she's like, yeah, having the toffee apple. Come on, let's do it. And just doing different things. Carnival. I want to go here. I want to go here. What's going right? Like, yeah, let's do it. Come on, where are you going? It's like, okay, don't wander off, sweetie. And then they're like, oh shit. So then she's wandering off, and there's a great scene of her walking and stuff, and just going through. And then she goes into like the mirror maze, the hall of mirrors, and it goes on for a while. And then she's looking around, and then she's like, and then we get to, and like the bunnies and all, and it's just beautiful, like Universal Pictures presents brilliant shots of everything and a brilliant intro, fantastic fucking music as well. And just builds it up so fucking beautifully. It's a great shot. So they're farting there, lads. Another great intro by the mastermind. This is Jordan Peele. So I love that, and then I love the scenes when we get back to the night. Um, and she's like all kind of just, he's like, Winston Duke's like trying to be all like, oh hey baby, I'm in the mood tonight. He's like, not tonight. He's like, I don't. He's like, you okay? He's like, what's wrong? Did I do something? He's like, no, I don't really want to be here. I don't like this place. I want to leave. And she's like, wow, what's wrong? I thought we were like, it's like something's going on. There's something about this place that I just don't like and all. It's like, what? It's like, what is it? He's like, hey, what's wrong and all that. And he's like, something happened to me as a kid. I was like, ooh, something. I was like, no, seriously, I need you to take me seriously. It's like, okay. So it's great moments, like when I was a kid, I saw something, okay, something I wasn't able to, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck? And it's like, it's so creepily done. Like, it's fucking scary. And by the way, you also have to keep in mind that I love the fact that the actors do a great job in this film, but they're technically playing two versions of themselves that act differently from each other. They play the normal people well, and the fucking rain people well, no, and the sinister evil versions of them well as well. So I enjoyed that. Um, and especially side by side, and the way they done it, like it was very well done. But I get the backstory. It's like, oh no, it's like, what happened? She saw something. She clearly has PTSD. It's like, no, she might not have it. And it's like, so I saw this as a kid, and he's there, and the therapist like, no, it's not. It's like, come on, and the mother's reaction, I just want our little girl back, and it's just all this really twisted kind of shit. And as she's walking, she just turns around and then sees herself, and it's like, I saw someone. It's like, oh, a little girl. It's just like that. I think maybe that's why I was like, start a review. Um, like that far out there, lads. So she's like, it looked like me. It's like, I mean, you're in the mirrors. No, it touched me, and she's like, and all that, and you're kind of like, what the fuck? It's like, no, it's like, you don't believe. It's like, no, I do. It's just, I don't know how you could keep this in for so long. Look, we get it. I believe you. It'll be okay, and all that. And I like the reassuring aspect of it, but I'm thinking this would be fucking terrifying. And I actually think that this is one of the things about this film that I don't know if a lot of people mention is the idea behind this is actually scary. Like, in a lot of ways, I find this, although it's not as good as Get Out, I think it's actually scarier than Get Out. I'd probably say that it's the scariest of the three, although Nope is pretty fucking scary in parts as well. Like, there's a really effective scary scene in that, which I'll get to in my Nope review. But, yeah, and then I love that, and then as I said, they're like getting ready for bed. It's like, come on, sweetheart, and they're all the night. It's nighttime. I think that's later on though, and you get this scene. Yo, there's a family standing outside, and for some reason that reminds me of the scene from Shaun of the Dead. There's a girl in the garden. Like, that's the first thing I thought of. It's like, what? And they look outside and they're there. It's like, yeah, the hell? Can I help you? And all that. They can't be threatening. Just a family, like, and the way they're silhouetted, it just adds to the eeriness and the creepiness, and you're like, what the fuck? You're like, holy fucking shit. And you're just there thinking, what the fuck is gonna happen? It's like, hey, you know, this is private property. And he comes out with a baseball bat. It's like, hey, and the mum's there and all that. And they come over like, and I believe, I'm trying to remember, did they slit someone's throat just beforehand? Or they come in like, what's happening and all that. And then he comes scissors like, oh god, and they're breaking in, and it's all home invasion, like, oh shit, stop it, and all. They're like, no, like, what's happening, mom? And then it takes this horrifying approach, and you're like, oh fuck, it's like, stop it. It's like, get in there, it's like, and all that. And like, no, and like sitting down, and then the kid's like running after the other kid, and the daughter is like smiling, running after her, and the mother's gone, and then the father's like, sit there, and they're like this with the scissors, because there's a scene where someone walked up and then slits the throat of the person. They're like, oh my god, we gotta go. There's a family outside. What's happening? And all that. And they get stuff ready. Like, ah. I was like, I knew this would come. It's like, I'm always afraid I'm gonna see her again. You know, it's that fear that she's been carrying on to for like so many years and decades. And like, oh fuck. So they sit down and the fire's light, and then they're like, what's happening? It's like, I want to go. He's like, I was like, ah. I was like, oh. He's like, once upon a time. And they're there like that, and like even the way they talk is really creepy. And she starts crying as well. That's another thing. This version starts crying like really sinister, like, and the shots of her eyes, and it's like, oh my fucking god, this is so fucking creepy. But it is just done so fucking well. Um, I'll get to the rest of the review. Like, um, I love this fucking movie, but I will get to the rest of it in a bit. So I will cut this off and I'll do the second part. So see you guys later. Peace out.